Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jordan Jones. I'm the Senior Marketing and Media Coordinator here at Mark Edward Gaffney. And on behalf of all of us at MEG, we just wanted to welcome you and thank you so much for attending our virtual educational event this afternoon. If you haven't already, please download the response sheet. It is going to be located in the Files tab on your screen. And also, if you don't already have a pen and a pad, please grab one because you're going to want to take notes throughout Mark's presentation. Without further ado, I want to introduce you to your presenter. Please help me welcome best-selling author, television talk show host and producer, and national marketing strategist, Mark Gaffney.
Hey, Jordan, thanks so much. We are live. Yes, we like to do our webinars live. Hey guys, thanks so much for being out here today. And as you saw from our video we sent out, hey, stop freaking out and become freaking awesome. That's what we're going to be talking about today. And my promise to you is this: you're in the right place at the right time to get your questions answered. And whenever I do a live presentation, which for the most part has been in a group live event setting rather than virtually, I always make this promise. And my promise is you're going to walk away today with 10 ideas that you can immediately implement. Those 10 ideas have the potential to do $1 million more of annuity production than if you weren't on this call today. So guys, it's us against the world. It's a silent killer out there, this virus. We have to make sure that we don't let it get us down. And more importantly, we keep our small business going. I am a huge advocate of small business. Here's our cure. Number one, client retention strategies. I'm going to talk about that at length. 2, client acquisition strategies. Man, we must keep that pipeline full. 3rd, we need to hit the ground running. Listen, this is all going to end at some point. We can't just sit on the sidelines and wait for it to end. And the last part is one team, one dream. That's our motto here at MEG. And we're going to talk about, is your office prepared to collaborate virtually as a team and also with your clients? All right, before I get started, real quick, 25 years in the marketing and advertising world. I got my start in New York. Don't hold that against me. Working for a Fortune 100 company in 1994. Man, that's so long ago. Called Reuben H. Donnelly, publishing and advertising behemoth. From there, to give you the quick snapshot, I started working in financial services doing marketing and advertising in 2002 in the mortgage world. And then in 2008, I started working for, yes, 2008, you guys know what happened. I started working with FMOs and financial advisors. I've not gone back since 2008. I've worked exclusively with the financial services industry, and we have so much great information to share with you. Before I get started, I always like to talk about the why I do what I do. What motivates me every morning to put my feet on the ground and get my butt to the office and make it happen and hustle. And you'll see here, this is my family. That's my wife, Jennifer, my oldest daughter, Bella, my middle child, Allie. Oh, she's a middle child. My oldest son, Liam, and our baby, Luke. There's a picture of us at Disney World, completely nerded out. And there's a Thanksgiving pic of all of us together. Now, obviously, this is a really nice pic of us. 2 weeks from now, when quarantine is over, I have a feeling that this is what we might look like. And by the way, I think I could sport that. I think I could make that work. You'll also notice that our 4th child is missing. All I'm going to say is I got 2 sassy teenage girls, and I'm leaving it at that. You know what I'm talking about if you have teenagers. All right, my why number 2 is the end consumer for us are seniors, pre-retirees and retirees. This is my dad, who's 83, with my son, who's 2. And, you know, this is what keeps me going right now, is that these are the important people. These are the people we need to stay focused on. Maybe not folks in their 80s, but you know that we need to have a serious focus on our clients who are seniors. And then the last part that motivates me is, of course, our client family. Man, we just love our client family. And I'm going to do a big shout out right now because I saw a bunch of you on there. Listen, we love our clients. Yes, we do. And our clients are family to us, and we treat them like family. So, and we've got some special folks in our client family, and I'll go through this real quick. It's our $100 million club. We had the great opportunity last year to work with 5 firms over 100 million. Don't let that scare you, please. Very, very big number. We work with people in every part of their journey. We have plenty of clients under 5 million. We just onboarded a new client at 2 million. We have plenty of clients between 10 and 20 million, 20 million plus. So wherever you are in your journey right now, we have something for you. Okay, now is the time. Hey, here's my warning. In an imperfect world where a lot of information is going to come at you. Hey, listen, if you didn't have a chance to download our response sheet, now is the time to take out a pad and pen, okay? Because I am going to go rather quickly and try to adhere to my 25-minute presentation, which I'm going to be honest with you, I went 20 minutes over at 9 a.m. and here I am noon Eastern. I'm going to do my best to kind of shorten that up a little bit, but I am going to put out a huge amount of information in a short period of time. Please grab your pads and pens. But I must start off by saying financial advisors right now is the single biggest opportunity in over a decade for the financial services industry. Are you going to grab it? And I'm going to show you how to grab right now a number of different things. First, I'm going to start with client retention strategies, which, by the way, is really a formal term for saying we got to put a whole lot of love on our clients, right? By the way, it's the hottest topic in the nation right now. It was totally hot before we even got into coronavirus. But I'm going to talk about the 5 pieces of that right now, and then I'll take some details. Number one is if you don't have a formal referral strategy, you need to put that in gear. That's something we can help you with. And that's the number one part of database management. I have so many clients telling me right now that the formal referral strategy that they put into place a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, man, oh man, they're getting tons of referrals right now because people have questions and they want answers. And chances are their advisor isn't reaching out to them. Maybe he or she is not answering their phone. So as I like to tell, well, my clients already know this, but folks who they're not our clients, is that if I'm in your market with one of your competition, we're trying to take your clients away. Let's be honest. The second is annual reviews. We have a great opportunity right now being virtual and doing our annual reviews. Okay. Next, the dollars that pop up between annual reviews. Listen to me right now. Who is going to be the voice in your client's head right now through the balance of this crisis? Is it going to be those silly people on the news at 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, putting out all types of terrible information to scare us? Is it going to be our neighbor Fred, Aunt Kathy, our cousin? Okay. Or is it going to be ABC Financial down the street putting out a solid, cogent, powerful message right now to compel people to get information? That needs to be you. It's time to nurture prospects. You've got some oldies in there that for whatever reason stopped doing business or never started doing business with you. Now's a great time to communicate with them. They want to hear from you. And then lastly, I'd like to talk about inbound lead management. There's an opportunity here to create a lot of inbound lead gen. I'm lead greedy. Yes, we've invested a lot of time, energy, money in getting these leads in. Now we need to work them. We can help you with that as well. Okay, right now, I like to give information that as soon as this webinar is complete, you can, in fact, get on to BombBomb.com and download this service, okay? We find it essential to communicate with our clients with this right now. And I have up here 20 ways to use BombBomb. Take a screen grab of it, take out your camera, take a picture of this. I'm gonna focus on a few of these items right now because I don't have time to get all of them. All right, number one, birthdays and anniversaries, no brainer. Hey, you got events coming up. Chances are you received a BombBomb from us in a template as the invitation to come to this seminar. By the way, there's 173 people on right now. So let me tell you something, that works. We're gonna need to talk about ways to get people into our client-only communication as well as the general public communication, okay? Thank yous for referrals. I'll tell you what, a heartfelt thank you to go out to your referrals. We must acknowledge that they took time and effort to send these people over to you. Event footage. Man, I'll tell you what, you got a video of your seminar somewhere. I'd break that into pieces and send it on out. Market update. This is probably how most of our advisors are using it. And you could either do this on a monthly or quarterly basis, okay? To get just like this, you see this picture. I'm going to give you a market update. They would be happy to hear from you, which by the way, they have You have all their money, right? They want to hear from you. Put them at ease. Let them know that you are the definitive source for financial and retirement information in this crisis. Interviews, I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Commercials you've done. Take a snapshot of this, folks. Take advantage of it. If you're not using BombBomb.com right now, let me give you a quick little synopsis of what it is. You have the ability to do what I'm doing right now. I'm streaming live from the camera on my laptop. I can shoot a quick video, preferably under 1 minute, never over 2 minutes. It will auto-populate into an email, and I can blast the email out. I can do it to an individual. I can do it to various groups. It is an extremely quick and effective way to communicate with whoever you need to communicate with. And as I like to say, it's probably the best $600 to invest in your business that I'm going to talk about here today. Okay. Next, I want to talk about some individual client retention ideas, okay, that we can implement quickly here, because let's face the facts. There's a limited window to this great opportunity, and first to the marketplace with both our clients and prospects and new people. This is the time to do it. So first, I like to talk about face-to-face. There's no better way than face-to-face with your clients, and you need to do that virtually. And for us, that means we're using Zoom for one-on-one meetings and meetings of 6 or more, 10, 12, okay? If I'm going to be doing a webinar to my clients, we use Webinar Jam. You're actually looking at Webinar Jam right now, and we've done a lot of research on those two, and those are the two platforms that we're recommending to our clients. They're user-friendly, and they have a ton of bells and whistles, and they get great reviews. The next one for me is the phone. Pick up that phone. I know it weighs 40 pounds, and you start calling your clients right now. You start with your A pluses, then your A's, then your B's, then your C's. You need to get them on the phone. Guess where your clients are right now? They're home. Guess who wants to hear from you? Them. Okay, again, you have all their money. They are very anxious to take that call from you. Don't be afraid to do it. Pick up the phone right now. You could probably make, after this call today, 10 calls to your A-plus clients. Heck, you may have already done it. So now start working your A's and B's. Put them at ease. Let them know that you care, okay? Because you do care and you love them. You can also use texting. We use a texting service here called Textedly, but I'm going to be honest with you, we're looking for a new one because we need a more robust company to handle mass texting. Great time saver. Next for us is email and video. I talked about BombBombs. I talked about a way to do that. Don't saturate your clients' emails, okay? Don't be sending out one every day. One needs to be, if I'm going to do 2 a week or 3 a week, one needs to be a video, and then the other 2 can be items of interest or items of value. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. I am such a huge proponent of the mailbox. Everybody is home right now. Okay. And I do radio, I do television. We are a boutique marketing, coaching, and consulting firm for advisors. We do all things advisor marketing. When I put together information for my clients about doing a TV run or a radio run, okay, I go to Nielsen. But I always ask my clients this: what do seniors do 1 to 7 times every week without fail? They go to the mailbox. Now's a real opportunity to put something in there that isn't terribly difficult to do. I'll share with you some of the ideas that we've gotten. One advisor of mine is sending out a great movie and a bag of microwave popcorn. How easy is that? With a little note that says, we know that times are tough right now. We thought you might enjoy this movie. Make up this popcorn, enjoy. Just know I'm thinking about you. Okay. And I hope that you're well. And if you need anything, give me a call. I have another advisor that's doing a very similar thing, putting their cell phone number on there so that they can get that call instantly. Okay. There are so many things that we can do right now. I have a client who's sending out, they have these really ornate boxes, and you know what's inside it? A roll of toilet paper. Okay. Talking about give us a call. And I think the saying with it is, this is how we roll. Yes. Clever, outstanding. Take advantage of the mailbox right now. We call it lumpy mail. Whenever I get something in the mail, what do? That's like a box or a big package. Do I go into my kitchen, lay it on the counter, and then open it up sometime next week? No, that thing gets opened up right away. In my house, it may not live there for about 3 seconds before it gets opened up. Great way to communicate with our clients right now. And by the way, we have tons of these ideas. So my hope is when all of this is over, we have an opportunity to have a no cost, no obligation, 15-minute consultation, no cost, no obligation to go over some of these great ideas. So you as a small business owner can do what needs to take place to get through this period of time. And by the way, it doesn't need to stop over that. Social media. Make sure you've got nice, robust social media right now. Since people are not going to your office to meet with you, there's two areas that they're going to do their due diligence: Facebook and your website. In fact, Nikki, would you do me a favor right now? Could you bring up join us on Facebook? Just to let all of you know right now, if you join us on Facebook, I'm going to be putting out videos like this every week. My goal is to get 2 to 3 videos out every week. In fact, next week, I'll be interviewing George Villar, the founder of RME 360, now leading Response. So it'll be a great one. I'll have it posted up on Facebook, and you can hear what a leading thought leader in the industry is doing right now to help advisors get through this period. Next, alternative digital. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but there's really, really interesting ways right now, from banner ads to ClickFunnels, that we can help you if you like the whole digital world. Next, virtual events. Oh my goodness, I'm on Facebook. I see Neil Diamond live. Elton John's hosting a big one tonight, live. All of these musicians. You know what? In a past life, I was a musician, and I've got plenty of musician friends. Why don't you host ABC Financial Music Acoustic Night? Find a acoustic guitar player who's going to sing and take requests. If you don't have one, I have one. I have a couple actually, and they would love, 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 love to do this, okay? Why don't you host a bingo and have prizes? How fun would that be? Listen, my family and I the other night, we did game night as a family for the first time, and I can't even remember how long. We all played Uno. They beat the you-know-what out of me. It was really, really wonderful for the 6 of us to get around a table and play Uno. Okay, so what else can we do? We could set up interviews. Why don't you interview your clients on Zoom and send that out? In particular, not just any client, but why don't you interview your business owners? Heck, man, you might have a pizza shop in there, okay, or some sort of restaurant. Those folks are getting beat up right now, and they would so appreciate an opportunity to talk to your database, okay, and do some sort of coupon so that they can do the takeout and pick up or delivery, whatever's going to happen right there. Now's the time to think out of the box. I believe in the covenant, okay, that we have with our community. We have been so blessed by them. We now need to give back to them. And I want to share with you all of those. Wish I had more time. I don't. I'm trying to keep it to 25 minutes. But we have a dozen ideas like this of things that you can host, okay, via virtual platforms to get your message out, their message out, and most importantly, be the first to the marketplace. Okay, podcasting. Now's the time, guys. You want to put that podcast together? I have so many stories of advisors that it started small, but it really blew up into something special, okay? The key part here is not just recording it, but how are we going to drive traffic to it? Let us help you with that. Next, for those writers out there, start your blog. If you like video better, start your vlog. Have all these things on your website. Now is the time to get an audit of your website. Listen, you're going to ask people to hand over their nest egg to you. They're not going to be able to see you in your office in most states. Some states, so I'm sure, will stay open. Where are they going to get information about you? Go shop your website right after this and tell me if you had $500,000 or $1 million or whatever the price of whatever the investable assets is going to be. Would you do business with you based on that website, or are we bringing up serious questions? It's something that we provide as a service for free. You want a website audit? We're happy to do that for you. Nikki, would you do me a favor right now? Could you bring up on the right-hand side for all of us, please, that 15-minute consultation? People, I know that I'm going to try to respect everybody's time, but I know that some people will have to leave earlier than others. Again, no cost, no obligation, 15 minutes. Let's brainstorm it out, man. Let's do it. Let's brainstorm this out so that you, as a small business owner, financial advisory firm, can make this happen. Okay. How about this next idea? You've wanted to start perhaps a online university, virtual education classes. We happen to have one of our staff members, he's the director of our creative, who currently consults with SNHU, used to work for SNHU, which is an online university. We have all the tools. We know exactly how to set up your online classes. So, and I'll talk about this more in the prospecting part, but What if you did your college classes now online instead of going there? I like to talk about removing the time vampires for advisors. Well, we know that doing live events can be a time vampire, and maybe there is an alternative way to get more people out, because the biggest thing I've heard lately on the college classes is I'm having a difficult time filling my rooms like I used to. Okay, bottom line at the end of the day, we're here to help. That was actually 11 ideas, not 10, because it freaks my team out, and I always apologize to them. But I was literally up at 4:45 this morning, jotting down some extra things to add into this. So I apologize right now that I'm going to go a hair long. Okay, next. Client acquisition strategies. Here is a profile of one of the clients that we're working with and have worked with for almost 4 years. Listen to me. Rome was not built in a day. It takes time to put all of these together, but we can collectively figure out how we are going to do what we need to do for you. Everyone's different. TV show appearances, radio show, digital ads, radio commercials, tracking. I have to underline that, okay? I have to underline the tracking piece only because too many people today are not doing this correctly. And then there's no way to innovate, right? If we're not tracking. Look how good I am with this technology. Okay, got to be tracking. We can't innovate unless we're tracking. And then internet TV show, yes, exciting. Internet TV show. TV commercials, targeted direct mail, PR, Facebook, and the book. Guys, gals, this is the time to finish your book, okay? I can't stress that enough, that there are a few rock star monikers in the financial world that are bigger than financial advisor world, bigger than being an author or a best-selling author, which we can help facilitate. Okay, client acquisition ideas. I always start with this first. And by the way, can I share with you guys one of the great things about doing webinars, okay, as opposed to being live? I want to share with you. I'm going to share with you my cheat sheet, okay? I have all my notes right here. I can refer to them very quickly so I miss none of my points. We were actually up until last night putting all of this together for today. We did our dry run last night, and I'm not ashamed to admit, okay, we've had to change and make a hard left to what our company does, like you do, from going from live events to virtual events. I did my first one this morning, okay, with over 100 people on there. You can do this. We can fill up your seminars, your webinars, excuse me. So when the time comes again to go back into the live event world, we'll be ready for it. But right now, we're going to keep that pipeline filled. Okay, virtual events. Here are the 3 topics right now that we're going to advertise to. Don't do just a generic retirement planning headline. Whether you're going to use targeted direct mail or digital, make sure you've got these 3 things in there. Hot, relevant, dog whistle language, what we call it in the marketing world, okay, topics for your prospects. Number 1, obviously, coronavirus. That is dog whistle language right now. Second, fluctuating stock market, instability. We don't know where this is going. I don't have a crystal ball. You don't have a crystal ball. This could go any one of a number of directions, right? People want answers right now. And the third piece of this puzzle, though we might be a little bit early in the game, but I don't think so, is a presidential election cycle. All of these 3 things together is kind of a perfect storm of prospects who want information. And by the way, the question that I like to ask if I'm going to go the election route is your portfolio prepared for a Trump victory? Question 2. Is your portfolio prepared for a Biden victory? It's really that simple, okay? People are going to think about that because we know what happened in 2008. When you do your virtual events, you have to change your style around a little bit, okay? And I want to do some coaching because I do video and television all the time. You'll notice that I'm rather enthusiastic, okay? You got to take it up a notch on video. You can't just talk like this to people because nobody's going to stay on with you. I've looked at a few advisor videos lately and they're talking to me like this. And I really want to stick a nail into my skull. Don't be that person. Be excited, man. I'm passionate about this topic. You're passionate about this topic. You save lives. I always say that, hey, there are 3 people that will have significant importance in a senior's life. The pastor, the doctor, and the financial advisor. Right now is your time to shine. It's your time to shine. Grab the bull by the horns, right? Grab the bull by the horns right now. Okay, I get a little crazy, and I apologize for that. I'm from New York, as you couldn't tell, right? Don't hold it against me. We have to shorten our presentations down from an hour to preferably half an hour or less. We can help you with that, okay? It's tough to keep people into this format for an hour unless you're really, really good at what you do, because I have to say in the same breath that I had a few advisors that said, Mark, I've taken it out to the hour and I didn't have any drop off. I'm like, okay, great. If you want more information on how we're coaching advisors right now in the virtual world, sign up for that 15-minute brainstorm consult. Free, no obligation. All right. We also need to change up our CTA. I'm going to leave it there and I'm going to start moving it on. What a great time for targeted direct mail right now. Okay, everyone's at home. Here's what I'm recommending. The Band-Aid. Let me say that in advance. The Band-Aid. I love a wedding style invitation for upscale events, Roots Chris, Fleming's Morton's. For this to get people to my webinar, or I've actually been corrected, it's a web-based educational event. And I like that, by the way, web-based educational event over webinar. We can use a postcard, a standard size postcard, maybe a 6x9 or an oversize. 4-color, full color, okay? Make it really dynamic so they can see it right out of the mailbox. Boom, 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 3 topics, some bullet points, how to register, okay? A sense of urgency with it, and get those folks on board into your webinars. Next, I talked a little bit about online classes. Folks, we got to talk about it. We're already talking to several folks right now, and I wish that this was my idea that I gave out to a client. It was their idea. They came to us a few weeks ago before all this whole thing. Maybe they saw something coming and they said, listen, we want to start our own virtual online university. And I thought, goodness gracious, sir, you are brilliant. We have the capability to do that for you. We can help you make this turnkey, from production to content to delivery to the whole 9 yards. And so we're in the process of talking about that with them. And this is such a smart idea for right now. So if you haven't written that one down, man, you need to write that one down. By the way, with your response sheets, if you downloaded them, or the piece of paper that you have, check those boxes, okay? We're going to ask you to scan that sheet and send it into us, or just somehow you can put it into an email and send it to us, because when we have our 15-minute discussion, we'd love to know in advance what you want to talk about, not what we want to talk about. We want to talk about what you want to talk about. We say here at MEG, we build custom cabinets, and we do. There's no one size fits all. There just isn't. Every advisor is different. Every advisor is in a different place in their journey, okay? And we do custom marketing plans here at MEG. Okay, the next one for me, social media. I'm going to ask you, Nikki, to bring up the social media, join us on Facebook again. But you can see how easy that is when you're talking to folks, and how easy you can make it for them to join your Facebook. Okay, if you need some help with that, let us know. Next, if you're looking to get some time on the local media, radio and television, and you have a book, I would highly recommend making media kits, and a lot of them, and send them out. All you have to do are Google the TV and radio stations, mostly TV, okay? A shock and awe kit or a folder that's all about your business, a book, and a nice letter that says you are the definitive source for information during the coronavirus. Next idea, alternative digital. Okay, I talked a little about ClickFunnels and banner ads. We have a great way right now of getting into people's homes. I talk about becoming the 12-mile celebrity. It's literally, and whether you're suburban, urban, or rural, I'm going to take the 12-mile. I draw a 12-mile radius around the office, and I want to be a well-known brand in that circle. Got it? Here's one of the ways that we do it. I can match up those street addresses with IP addresses. Street address with IP address. So now I can put banner ads in there like television commercials. It doesn't matter what they go on, doesn't matter what website, it doesn't matter what they're looking up, okay? It doesn't need to be financial or retirement oriented. I can put my messaging into their home. And I can take them wherever I want to take them. Take them to a webinar, take them to my website, take them to my book offer, whatever it's going to be. If you want more information on that, check that box, sign up for our 15-minute consult. Okay, here's another one that I love, and I talked about a little bit earlier, but interviewing people right now via Zoom. You have clients that are business owners. Do you know how much they would love the opportunity to get on, have you sponsor it, and interview from a financial advisor to all of your upscale, creamy, beautiful clients? They would love that. And you know what they're going to do in return? They're going to tell all their birds of a feather that flock together to get on and watch this. Great way to bring in new business. Now, I'll go one step further. Contact the chamber. Okay. When you contact the chamber, find businesses that are senior oriented. We really don't want someone that's going to be, for the 18 to 24 crowd. That makes no sense. But the 50, 55 plus households, businesses that specialize in there, whether it's healthcare, I don't care what it is. Show that you are that holistic advisor. Show that you care. Okay. And this is going to be, I get excited. I'm sorry. Show that you care. Put this stuff on. The rewards from this will be tremendous because not only, and especially with the businesses that you bring in, they're going to share that interview with their database. And I'll share a little trick with you. When you bring in that business owner, okay, and you're going to do it virtually right now because you're not going to have a chance to get together, and we can show you how to do it on Zoom. Okay, you now have built rapport with a business owner who chances are has 3 nickels in their pocket, right? So you're making a new client in this most interesting kind of roundabout way by advertising their business. Get on that. Okay, I am going to move on now to my next topic. And by the way, there is going to be a Q&A after this. Okay, so you will have an opportunity to ask any questions here. So I'm going to ask you to all stick around. It's amazing. We've had 2 people drop off and that's it since the beginning. So I thank you all for staying on. I am going a little long. Write this down. Everyone is watching the news. Are they seeing you? Everyone's watching the news. In my house, the news is on 24/7 around Sesame Street, that is. Sesame Street. So you need to be on there. There are cost-effective ways right now to get on TV. And the cost per thousand, which is basically media lingo, is dirt cheap. In other words, I'm going to get a whole lot of bang for my buck right now by getting on the news. We can turn around commercials quickly for those of you who are interested. And I ask people today, what is a TV show? Okay. The TV show is a ubiquitous term for anything that I can watch on my handheld, laptop, TV, etc. Right? Hey, the #1 show on YouTube last year was a sub 10-year-old who made $20+ million. That's legitimate. Okay. Time to start your .tv, your YouTube channel. Okay. We help people get their internet shows off the ground. There are some key pieces to this. Okay. There are some really key pieces. We got to drive traffic to it. And we do need some professional production in that, but now's the time to do it. You'll see in the middle there, retirement this week with Mark Edward Gaffney. I planned on launching this in Q4. I'm not. I'm launching it now. We're starting next week. And my first person that I'm going to be interviewing is George Villar, the founder of RME 360, now leading Response. They have put together some fantastic options right now for prospecting for financial advisors. And I look forward to getting in all that. If you haven't hooked up with us on Facebook yet, you might not see it. Nikki, please bring up the Facebook again, please. Heck, it might already be up there right now. Okay. Now is the time to get on TV. Now is the time to do video, okay? I do want to have that conversation with you. That'll be part of our no cost, no obligation 15-minute brainstorm session. The other thing I want to talk about quickly is putting together film quality video for your website and your webinar. Okay. I'm not going to do it in this webinar because the one I had was too long. I played it in the last one. I felt like it was too long. Plus we had a little echo effect and I don't want to chase anyone away with that echo. All right. I'm going to wrap it up here with just some quick notes and then we're going to move to our questions. First, you must hit the ground running when this is over. Hit the ground running, Jenny. Sorry, I can't help myself. 1, building the irresistible rockstar brand. 2, targeted direct mail and digital to live events. 3, utilizing your local media, radio and television. 4, database management marketing. 5, tracking and innovation. 6, alternative digital marketing. And last, coaching and consulting. The big piece on coaching and consulting, guys, it's like having a speedboat and a swim match. You're going to get there eventually to the finish line. We're just going to help you get there faster. Okay. And number 4, our mantra here, one team, one dream, baby. That's what this is about. Are you prepared to collaborate virtually with your team? Are you sharing a uniquely positive vision with your team? Listen, business owners, don't you get all depressing on your folks, okay? You need to share a uniquely positive message and vision right now. I believe in my heart, this is the greatest opportunity in over a decade for financial advisors. Grab the bull by the horns. I would be remiss right now not to talk about the new legislation. We've already put our application in. You know that right now that they passed, I think it's $2 trillion. Part of that is going to small business. The caveat is you need to keep people on board, which for me is not a caveat. I don't want to let any of my great people go. You see 6 of them there. Those are 6 full-time. I also have 3 that are full-time, part-time. So I want to make sure that all of my great people stay on board, because we're going to come out on the other side of this so much stronger than we went in. Okay. So you want to look at that. It's on the SBA site. The technology that we're using is Zoom, Skype, and Webinar Jam. Okay. We use Zoom and Skype internally. We use Webinar Jam for prospecting. Okay. Here's what our clients tell us they want most. Okay. And it's no surprise right now. Write this down. Our clients are telling us, Mark, we want tech help and we want someone to hold our hand. We're in. Okay. We've got a couple of tech gurus on staff that are going to hold your hand through all of this technology, hard left-hand turn. Next, they want a marketing strategy to get through this and come out the other side stronger. They want to think out and brainstorm a lot of different ideas, because I'll tell you something, as much as we come up with great ideas, a lot of times the great ideas come from you, okay, in your marketplace. You know your clients. And then lastly, they want to make sure that their company's ready to come out the other side really, really strong. We can help you with all of those things. Nikki, would you please bring up the 15-minute complimentary consultation? So one of the things I like to tell everyone, okay, is that we're here to help. We're so confident that we can help you, and we'll talk about this in our 15-minute. We're actually doing guarantees on getting you to your next elite level of production. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, I don't want to give all the thunder away right now, but I will tell you, get on that. If all you want to do is submit a question, go to our website. Check out our website. You can submit a question right on the homepage. If you want to connect with us on Facebook and LinkedIn, you can do the same on there. I highly suggest getting on Facebook, because we're going to be sharing a ton of information, and we so look forward to having you on there. Okay. And lastly, let me say, before I start the town hall meeting part of this, man, thank you so much for coming out today. I'm so grateful. I know that you could do a ton of things, right, with your time right now, with your team and prospects and clients. So I'm honored and I'm flattered that you're with me today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of us. And my final little piece here is, man, I'm choosing faith over fear. I'm choosing gratitude over fear. Fear is the enemy. Fear is the enemy. Okay, stick around, because we're going to do our town hall session right now. We're going to turn on our chat function, and I'm going to start taking some questions. So Nikki, if you'll please turn on our chat function so that we can start taking some great questions from the folks out. We can start taking some great questions from the folks out there.